I was talking to a friend today about something that's been an ever-present challenge in my life, and it's the idea of this propensity to chunk time and not just relax and be in the moment, not resisting this moment. And it kind of stems off the work of Eckhart Tolle in his book, A Power of Now. But we were talking about how we have this propensity, we have this pattern we can recognize in ourselves that we rush to get things done, specifically in our head. That, let's say we have 2 hours until we have to do something and we have this task at hand and trying to rush in our heads to get it done, whether it be grocery shopping or cleaning the house or some project for work or some writing or some maintenance for a website or something. And we want to get done as quick as possible so then we can have, maybe we look ahead and we got like an hour and 15 minutes left so that we can have to ourselves. And this is something that I've gone through in my head since I was very young. I was always so excited to get free time. And I pretty much saw everything that wasn't free time that I had complete control over what I was going to do, as almost undesirable. Even if it was something that would be seen by others as largely pleasurable. I always wanted to rush so that I could get my chunk of free time. And while in some respects it served me, because in some ways it got me more free time, it also caused me though to miss a lot of the experience that wasn't defined as that. And it also caused me to be upset and anxious and stressed when I couldn't have that one time that I valued the most. And I think that has a lot to do with issues and feelings we have inside of ourselves that we don't want to deal with, perhaps. Parts of ourselves that we reject, or scenarios in which they're going to be triggered. My friend was talking about how when she feels caught up in this rush to get something done so that she can manifest it in the real world as fast as it happens in her brain, that she often observes that it is something that it's a feeling that she's avoiding. And I thought that was so true. It's something I hadn't realized until she said it for myself. In rushing through an activity, it's a feeling we're trying to avoid. And it brings the question of, is that feeling really real? Meaning, of course it's real because you would feel it, but is it real because it's merely been triggered? And what's underneath that feeling? Why do we feel anxious or like we don't want to be here now? We're resisting the present moment. And of course, when you resist the present moment, that equals pain. Why is it that we're resisting this moment? And that takes a lot of work to delve into that. Beyond just feeling, this frustration or this anxiety, there is a way to completely release it, and that is to live in the present moment. Because really, almost everything in our lives is not really that difficult if we bring ourselves to the present moment. Whether it be at work, whether it be doing a project we don't want to be doing, whether it be doing some maintenance tasks around the house, really, none of it is really that hard until we chunk it into time. When we live in a state of presence, it's easy. And when we live in a state of time, then not only does it become difficult, but it becomes painful, and it becomes something we look to avoid or procrastinate. And it's a pain story that we carry with us, internally and maybe even externally. The lesson here for me, maybe for you, is to live in a moment, live in every moment, live in presence, now, not live in time.